My name is Bakari Holmes, and I'm a teacher here at Gunn High School. I teach 2 Project Lead the Way classes, Digital Electronics and Intro to Engineering Design. Number 1, if you're done with your data burst circuit and your fireplace control circuit, you're going to be working on multiplexers and demultiplexers. Students have to work in teams to solve a variety of problems. For instance, one of the projects they're working on now is they actually have to design a circuit that displays their birthday on some 7-segment LEDs.
Make sure it's off.
They have to actually be able to work with a team and learn how to make decisions in a team. They use what's called a decision matrix to decide which design is the optimal design in terms of cost, and they actually decide on some parameters which they use to decide on the best design.
It's probably got some gates on the inside.
You think? I think it probably just distributes power.
Now, it's not so much important the technology that they use, but the process that they use to come to their solution. They have to document everything. They have to use the design process, which is pretty standard. So even if technology changes over time, that design process is going to be around for a long time.
I'm working on a fireplace control circuit. I was interested in engineering, and this was like the only course that I could take as a freshman that was involved with engineering. It's a hands-on experience. I'm learning how this actually applies to real life, as opposed to other courses which I know all the information, but what do I do with it? With this, you know what you're doing.
Oh, I think the reason that students enjoy career classes is they have hands-on experience. A lot of what happens in classrooms is very theoretical, but when they're involved in courses that are hands-on, they get to apply many of the things that they're learning, and the relevance of that learning becomes much more apparent to them. So I think that for a lot of students, it's a way of seeing the importance and the relevance of what they're doing on a day-to-day basis, and it actually has, at the end of the day, a product in most cases that they can be proud of.
The Career Tech Ed programs play a huge role because it's an opportunity for kids to find areas, take classes in that maybe they weren't familiar with, and they discover a passion for something they had no idea of, or at the same time, they have a passion and they can really combine their passion in the course of their schoolwork. For a lot of kids, I like to say it's where the light bulb goes on. They find the class that they like and they just get so into it, and it's amazing the things that happen. We're very fortunate to have an outstanding staff, we have outstanding facilities, and a lot of great things come together with our Career Tech Ed program.
Every student has to pass a full year of a Career Tech Ed program for graduation. They can be 2 semesters worth, mix and match courses, but it's a requirement for graduation, so clearly in that sense it benefits the students. But I think more importantly, what it gives them the opportunity to do is maybe to explore some avenues that they hadn't quite thought about before. And I know that we already have seen, as a result of having digital electronics, kids who maybe would never have dreamed of electronics or electrical engineering as thinking now in terms of that's a possible degree course, possible kind of career for me. So it introduces new kinds of things to them, and I think opens doors and horizons.
It's definitely kind of put engineering in my range of thought of maybe something I want to do, considering how much I enjoy the class and how much I learned about it. Maybe I hope you use AOI and not like NAND. Through this program, we use math and science skills where you have to count up in binary, which is a different number system, so you have to use math to convert back and forth. And we also have to use math to simplify logic circuits because it uses a type of algebra.
21st century skills that students are learning in my program, the 2 big ones are communication and teamwork. In terms of the communication piece, they actually use an engineer's notebook to document the process as they are designing a circuit. So that is a form of communication, because if someone else has to build off of their design or someone's following their work, that documentation process allows that person to follow their work. Also, it allows me as the teacher to evaluate the process. Teamwork, they use teamwork a whole lot because they work with students of all stripes and colors, and they're paired up differently to be able to solve problems. So, like say if a boy or a girl is working, sometimes you can have strange dynamics there. But I teach them strategies in terms of decision making. So those are both really good skills that they obtain in my class. They really learn resilience because, if the math doesn't whip you, then the circuit definitely can. Because if it doesn't work after the 4th time, sometimes you can get frustrated. But students, they stick with it and they keep going, and they see it working, and it's a real confidence builder for them to see them do something that they think they can't do, that they think, maybe I'm not cut out for, but to see that they can actually be successful if they keep at it.